Hey guys, how you doing? This is Paul, and we've been getting a lot of renders and rumors of the upcoming HTC One M9 that's actually going to be announced in less than a week. And just recently we got our first pretty much confirmed leaks from a pretty reputable source called UpLeaks, and these are pretty much my impressions of the leaks. Now, I've been super excited for the M9 for a while now, and I'm definitely going to get it on release day, but these leaks are definitely not the most exciting. If you look at the front of the device, it pretty much looks identical to the HTC One M8 with that 5-inch 1080p display. But that's not all bad because we still get the one signature boom sound dual front-facing speakers, but I was just hoping to see a little bit more of a change and something like this render that popped up a couple weeks ago that I think looks really sweet. Now internally, this thing should be a beast. It's pretty much maxed out with all the latest and greatest tech. We have the 64-bit octa-core 2 GHz Snapdragon 810 processor. We have 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage, so this thing should pretty much fly through all your daily tasks. And all this should run even better because HTC actually decided to stick with their 1080p display instead of upgrading to a 2K display, so all this processing power that's working inside the phone won't have to push as many pixels as it would with other flagships. And this also really helps with the battery life. The M9 is looking to have a 2,840 milliamp hour battery, so it should definitely last through an entire day with that 1080p display. And the back looks pretty much the same as the M8 as well, except for that camera. So that 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera that HTC had on its M8 and M7 has been replaced with a 20 megapixel shooter, and I am super excited for this. And the ultra pixel camera was definitely unique and it performed really well in low light situations, but it was still just 4 megapixels, so it couldn't be blown up much without getting really pixelated. But it looks like the front facing camera has switched from a 5 megapixel shooter to a 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera, which is a really welcome change because most people probably won't be ordering blown up prints for their selfies, and you still get that great low light performance. And now we come to the software, and this is probably what's changed most between the M8 and the M9. So we see a lot of new little touches in HTC Sense 7, and most notably things like a new, more powerful photo editor to work with that 20 megapixel camera. We see an HTC Home widget that detects when you leave the house and it changes the apps on your homepage accordingly. We also see a 4th on-screen button to lock this screen instead of having to reach up on top and press the power button. So these are pretty much just a bunch of minor tweaks here and there to freshen up the Sense experience, but nothing really too innovative. And that's pretty much my impressions with these leaks. It's a bunch of cool stuff, but I was still hoping for a bit more of a change. And I'm still gonna buy it on release date. It's gonna be a beast of a phone, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much like what Apple does with their iPhones, and it's pretty much an M8S. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be buying the M9 and making a ton of videos, so make sure you guys subscribe for some more content coming from me in the near future. Thanks.